You found one profitable lead. Great. Congrats. Now you're gonna learn how to turn this one lead into 5 leads. And by the way, this video is part of a video series. If you haven't watched the last 2 days video, there's a whole playlist that you can check in the comments, that you can check in the description, where we go about advanced sourcing strategies, right? And in today's video, quick recap, by the way, if you haven't watched previous videos. So in previous videos, what we did is, we have this land of opportunity, right? That this is the internet where we are actually sourcing. All right, so we learn how to dig holes to find those opportunities, find those sales that you can actually source, right? Not all of them are going to be profitable, but this one end up being profitable. You find out how to make $50 profit, right? Now, since you find out how to make $50 profit once, you learned how to make $50 profit with this sale multiple times a year. So let's assume 6 times you turn this $50 profit into $300 of profit, okay, $300 of profit by actually using this strategy, right? By actually sourcing. You spend 3 hours finding these $50. These $50 turn into $300 because you're able to source this sale 6 times a year. So this is pretty much what we've seen in the previous video. You are not going to understand everything if you do not watch the previous video, okay? It's like 40 minutes of video. I'm sorry if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. And before we actually dive into the strategy that we are going to add on top of this to make more leads, all right? If you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I release daily videos on sourcing for Amazon FBA online arbitrage. So if you are new, subscribe and like this video. Not only that was the channel, but it is going to help you, right? With new sourcing strategies, you are going to be able to make more money, all right? In this video series, we talk more about concept and how to actually apply these strategies. I'm not using those strategies live, but you get the idea. It's for you to actually have more tools in your tool belt that you can actually apply to make more money, right? So, all right, so let's get back where we were, okay? So we have these sales are not profitable, this sale is 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 not profitable. At least you haven't found anything profitable on these sales, but this sale was profitable, right? We found $50 of profit in this sale, all right? That we can source 6 times a year. So it makes $300 a year just with this specific sale. Just with 3 hours of work, you made $600 this year. All right. So how are we going to turn this sale? And because this is all about making more money from this specific sale, right? And we are going to see, it's going to be multiple videos. All right. Right now, we are going to see the first strategy that you can use. Okay. The first strategy that you can use is pretty much you're going to see, this is called the rabbit trail method. So let's assume that you found this product profitably, right? That you found this product profitably, right? It's not, by the way, it's not. Do not go ahead and source Mortal Kombat from Target to try to sell it on Amazon. It's not going to be profitable, okay? Except if you can manufacture your margins, you already know the drill. All right, but let's assume that it's not 45. All right, let's assume that it is $20. That it is $20, and so we can actually sell this profitably on Amazon. All right, just for the sake of the example, I'm not going to spend time right there giving you guys a free lead. Okay, I always give you guys free lead. Just for the example. All right, so we are able to find this profitably at $20. Okay, here we go. And we have a lead. Okay, we have a lead that we can sell. Let's assume that we can sell. You know what? Let's make it. It's $9 profit. So let's assume that we can divide it by 9. Here we go. We can sell 5 a month. Okay, we can buy 5 every time they have a sale, because with Target, by the way, you cannot go too deep with Target. So we can buy 5 whenever they have a sale. And we can make $50 profit from every single sale that comes on this specific product, on Mortal Kombat 1. Right? So, by the way, I'll give the bidding to any one of you guys on Mortal Kombat. I try hard this game back when I was in college. Not this one, not Mortal Kombat 1. Not the last one, the one before that. I think it was a 10. Like, I really tried this game, so I'll give the bidding to any one of you guys who want. Okay? So, yeah, let's just keep going. So, how do you turn this? So, this is going to make you $50, which is right there. Let me just make this here. It's going to make $50, and you know what? Let's make it a little bit smaller. Yes, I know. I'm great at drawing. Yeah, I'm great at drawing. How do I make this smaller? I don't know. That's fine. Let's just keep it this way. Here we go. It's actually like this. Okay. So let me just make this smaller. Here we go. So just with this Mortal Kombat one. here we go. We are making $50 in profit, okay, MK1. All right, so our goal right now is to, with the same exact sale, okay, and this is going to be the strategy, with the same exact sale, how can I turn this $50 into $100? How can I do this? All right, because we want to make this, we want to make it, and of course, we want to make this bigger, okay? Instead of this small size, we want to make this bigger. We want to find more products to source from the same sale, because if we're able to find more products to source from the same sale, every single time the sale is going to come around, instead of making $50, if we can find a second product, we can make an extra $50, okay? So we can make an extra $50. Here we go. We can make an extra $50 every time this sales comes around. If this sales comes around 6 times a year, instead of making $300 a year with this amount of work that we put in, we are going to be able to make $600 a year instead. All right, and this is the whole thought process. Okay, you want to be able to find more leads from the same sale. So whenever that same sale comes around, you have more leads to actually buy. Not a lot more work, okay? It's just going to be a little bit more work, but you're going to have more products to actually look for, okay? And so here's the first strategy that I am going to give you to do this in today's video. It's the easiest one. It's not going to yield results every single time, but it is always worth checking, and it is called the rabbit trail method. All right, so what is the rabbit trail method? You will notice if you are, so you know, we're on target.com, okay? It's not going to work on every single website, okay? So just so you guys know, but we are on target.com, and so if we scroll down, we are going to see this, okay? We are going to see frequently bought together. All right, so if this is a product that is profitable for online arbitrage, what you are going to notice, and of course it makes sense, okay, a big part of the buying volume on that of that specific product on that website is going to come from other resellers, okay? Other resellers that you are going to see right here on seller app, okay? And we are going to go on other sourcer method to actually find more leads from this specific lead, right, from the same sale. But since we know that this specific product is a product that a lot of online arbitrage sellers are buying, it is potentially frequently bought with other profitable products. All right, so by scrolling down right here, we can find potential other potential profitable products that people are buying, such as these, right? Such as these 4 products. And I used to make a ton of money this way, sourcing from Bed Bath & Beyond last year. This was one of my main sourcing strategy when sourcing, like one of my main source of leads when sourcing on Bed Bath & Beyond. I was scanning Bed Bath & Beyond with tactical arbitrage, and then all the profitable products that I was finding, on Bed Bath & Beyond with tactical arbitrage, I was just checking the frequently bought together recommendation on Bed Bath & Beyond and found a ton of leads this way. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to check all these products, and so we see that we can get NBA 2K24, the Kobe Bryant edition, for $19.99. And so if it's on sale as well, which, you know, if it would probably be, if they are frequently bought together, if it's a product that is actually resellable, what we are going to see is that we can actually sell this product profitably as well. And so here we go, and we find by doing this specific strategy, we found a second lead to actually potentially, and once again, IP alert, okay, so just an example, just to explain to you the strategy. All right, so let's say that it was profitable. So just by doing this, okay, let's say that it's the exact same thing. Usually it's going to be the exact same price. We're going to be able to make pretty much the same profit. Just by doing this, we found more profit from the same exact sale. And to go back to here, okay, instead of making $50 a year, we now make $100 a year, and $100 every time the sales comes around. If the sales comes around 6 times a year, we turned 3 hours of, here we go, let me go, because this is not going to take a lot of time. We turned 3 hours of sourcing to find a profitable sale to source into $50, and those $50, just by looking at the frequently bought together section, we turned this $50 into $100, okay? And so $100 times 6, at the end of 1 year, you make $600 profit just with 3 hours of work, which is $200 an hour, okay? Instead of making, because if you were to just, okay, source this sale once, and we are going to add other strategies on top of this, by the way, it's not going to be the only strategies, okay? We are slowly adding strategies on top of each other to increase, to make this specific sale or bread and butter, basically, to make it bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. All right, so this is our strategy. All right, so $50 $300 a year instead of, because if we were to actually, and we are going to end the video on this, okay, if we were to actually source this sale only once, we would only be making $16 an hour just with this sale, right? Which is not worth it. I mean, it is worth it. You can get your VA to source, if your VA source for 3 hours and it turns every single hours, which you pay $3 to $4 into $16 profit. It is worth it. But you know, we want to make more of this, and this is how you actually leverage and how you make more money from these sales, right? So instead, we turn $16 an hour just by the strategy that we talked about on the previous video. We turn $16 an hour into $50 an hour, okay, at the end of 1 year. And those 300 divided by 3, so to $100 an hour, okay? And now we are able to double this by using this strategy. So these $100 an hour, we are able to turn them into $200 of profit an hour just by you doing this small extra step every single time that we source, okay? This is how you're going to be able to find more leads. It's not going to work all the time. This is one of the strategies that you can find to, you know, you had this much product to turn that into this much product, okay? Sometimes we're going to find one more product, sometimes no product, sometimes 2-3 more products by doing this strategy. And by, you know, if you keep going, okay? Because for example, if you go right there, we may find other products that are often bought together, okay? So we have, because if you actually look here, it's not the same product, all right? And so we may have more products to actually dig for right there, and we can keep going like this for a long time. On some website, and I'm sorry, I was not showing you guys my screen. So if you look at whatever was profitable or whatever was actually recommended with the frequently bought together on Mortal Kombat 1, it's not the same thing as NBA 2K24. So you can keep going from there. We can go there, okay, and from there we're going to find other products, and we can go, and of course it's assuming that all of these are profitable. You know, we can go from here, we can go to actually this, okay, which was on 2K, and then from this maybe we'll have more products. Let's see. And no, it's actually, yes, we have the same game, but and I think this was a lead. I'm not 100% sure. I think I saw it somewhere on some people's storefront. But yeah, and here we have another lead, and you know, we can find another whole rabbit trail, because yeah, and this is going to end here. But just by doing this, we can find potentially more than 2 products. Okay, you're probably going to be able to more than double your yield from that specific sale. So this is the whole strategy. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you learned one thing or two. Tomorrow we are going to keep going with another strategy that you can use to find even more leads from that same sale, from that same website. All right, so if you're new, subscribe or like this video. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.